Late at night, in the villages of rural Thailand, some people are careful never to look up. Because on the darkest nights, when the moon is thin and the fields are silent, they say you might see him. A man, bare-chested, arms spread wide, flying silently across the sky, carried not by wings, but by two large rice baskets, beating against the air like the wings of some great, terrible bird. His eyes glow, his body glides low over the rooftops, and he is watching. They call him the Krahang, and he is the male counterpart to the floating head you already fear. Beat, music sting, then title. Welcome back to haunted Thailand. Turn off the lights, put on your headphones, and try not to look at the sky tonight. Section 1. What is the Krahang? Steady, eerie. If you've heard our story of the Krasue, the floating head that hunts in the night, then you already know half of this legend. Because in Thai folklore, the Krahang is her partner, her male equal. Where the Krasue is a woman whose head detaches to feed, the Krahang is a man who takes to the skies. But the Krahang flies in a way stranger than any ghost you've heard of. He does not have wings. Instead, the legend says he uses two krachang, large round baskets that Thai farmers use to winnow rice. He holds one in each hand, or straps them to his arms, and beats them against the night air like enormous wings. And somehow, impossibly, he rises up over the trees, over the fields, over the sleeping village. Those who claim to have seen him describe the same terrible figure. A man, usually shown bare-chested and wearing only a loincloth, his body dark against the night sky, and in some versions, a faint glow surrounds him, or his eyes shine with an unnatural light as he searches the darkness below. He flies low, silent, except for the soft, rhythmic beating of the baskets, and he circles the village again and again, looking down at the houses and the fields, looking for something. Or someone. So what is the Krahang searching for? The legends differ, but one belief is the most common and the most unsettling. They say the Krahang is drawn to women, that on his nightly flights he seeks out a beautiful young woman below and descends upon the house where she sleeps. For this reason, in the old villages, families were said to keep their daughters indoors on dark nights, to close the shutters, to keep quiet, because no one wanted to draw the eye of the flying man circling above. And like the Krasue, the Krahang is a hungry spirit. In some tellings, he too feeds in the night, on filth, on carrion, on things no living person would touch. By day, the legend says, he returns to the form of an ordinary man, walking among the village, and no one suspects the thing that flies while they sleep. Section 4. Where does he come from? The curse. But how does a man become a Krahang? The stories point to dark magic, just as they do with the Krasue. They say the Krahang is a practitioner of forbidden arts, a man who pursued powerful occult knowledge, seeking to gain supernatural abilities. But the magic came at a terrible price. Perhaps he broke a sacred vow. Perhaps he pushed the dark arts too far. And so he was transformed, cursed to fly the night skies forever, a hungry spirit trapped between the world of the living and the dead. In this way, the Krahang and the Krasue are two halves of the same dark tale. A man and a woman,
both destroyed by forbidden magic, both doomed to hunt the night in monstrous form. Some legends even say the two are drawn to one another, two cursed spirits circling the same villages night after night. Section 5. How to stop him. The weakness. Like most spirits in Thai folklore, the Krahang has a weakness. His power lies in flight, and flight depends on his baskets, his makeshift wings. The old stories say that if a brave villager could find where the Krahang rested and damage or destroy his winnowing baskets, he would lose his ability to fly. Grounded, trapped, vulnerable. And there was another defense, too. Villagers believed that sacred protections, blessed objects, holy chants, and the power of Buddhist merit could keep the flying man away from their homes. So they would seek the protection of monks and place their faith in the temple to guard their families through the long, dark nights. Section 6. He's still up there. Modern, ominous. Today, the Krahang is not as famous as Mae Nok, or as instantly horrifying as the Krasue. But in the countryside, his legend endures. He is part of the same web of beliefs that has shaped rural Thailand for centuries. The quiet understanding that the night belongs to things we do not fully understand. And on the darkest nights, when the fields stretch silent beneath a thin sliver of moon, some people still know better than to look up. So tonight, if you hear a soft, rhythmic beating in the air above your roof, like great wings slowly circling, do not open your shutters. Do not look up, because the flying man may already be looking down at you. If the Krahang gave you chills, subscribe to Haunted Thailand. We've still got so many spirits to introduce you to. Next week, we meet something far larger and far sadder. A towering ghost cursed by its own endless hunger. The Pret. Sleep well, if you can.